partial fractions decompose into partial fractions. Let's say we're given this rational expression, and they want us to decompose into partial fractions. What does that mean? It means to let a letter to represent one of the factor of the denominator and another letter to represent another factor of the denominator. Notice that this one, x plus 2, is raised to the second power. That means this factor can be repeatable. So, to solve this problem, I write the original rational expression, and I let a divide by x plus 2 to represent one of the x plus 2 from the given denominator, and let b to represent x plus 2 raised to the second power. Notice that it's repeatable right here. If there's a x plus 2 raised to the third power, you will need to plus c divided by x plus 2 raised to the third power. But since we only have the second power, we just let b to represent the second power right here. So c to represent the x minus 1. Once you have this, it's time to equate the numerator by dividing the common denominator on both sides. So the common denominator will be x plus 2 raised to the second power times x minus 1 for both sides. So the equation will become like this. Because why? Like for the letter c right here, the x minus 1 will cancel with the common denominator of x minus 1. So you're left with the c times x plus 2 raised to the second power. It's the same concept that applies to the b and the a. Once you have the equation form, you have to think of a number that will make any of this expression into 0. So let's say I let x equals to 1. When I plug it into the b will become 0. It's the same as for the a. So the a will be 0, the b will be 0 because 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 times b will be 0. As for the a, the 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 times whatever will be 0. So you're left with 9c, and you solve for c. The c will become 1. The second thing is to solve for the b. So you write the equation again, and think of a number that will make either a, b, c to be 0. So let's try negative 2. Once you plug in the negative 2, the a will be 0, the b will be negative 3, and the c will be 0. And you solve for b, the b will be negative 3. And then the third equation, copy the same thing from the one that we solved earlier. And notice that here, now we need to solve for a because we solved c and b already. Now we need to solve for a. Notice that this time there's no value of x that we could think of. We'll eliminate b and c to give us the value of a. So when you encounter this kind of situation, it indicates that you can use any value to plug in for the x variable. So I choose 0 because 0 is the simplest number, and plug it in. When you plug it in, the a will you will be able to solve for the a. So the a will become, let's see, the a will become negative 1. So the a will be negative 1, the b will be negative 3, and the c will be 1. So the solution will be the rational expression equals to this.